So a lot of times on YouTube, like when you're scrolling through YouTube, you see a lot of how to make distinctions, how I got distinctions in so and so. For God's sake, I even made a video about how I got distinction in so and so topic and all whatnot. And for some weird reason, yesterday I got myself thinking about those that probably did not pass examinations, or those that had receipt examinations, or even those that were withdrawn from medical school. For some reason, I got thinking about that, and I know that okay, um, a lot of medical schools just concluded their examinations. In fact, it's the start of a new season, of a new session. Yes, right now, and yeah, and a lot of people are going through the whole emotions again. Like you were in this class with a group of people, you were in 100 level, 200 level, and then for some reason you didn't pass your second MBBS examination, or you find yourself resitting a class, or you probably got withdrawn from medical school. Yeah, I don't want to base this video on what are the possible causes or why people failed examinations and all those stuff. Probably you've done that for yourself. Literally, you've gone to figure out why you failed this particular course, or you've gone to figure out why this happened. And if you're schooling in Nigeria, yeah, if you're schooling in public schools in Nigeria, you probably get to experience the whole thing that goes down in medical school. Like, for instance, availability of materials not being spread across to everybody evenly in a class. Like I can be in a class and I have materials that you probably do not, and then sometimes questions are coming out of that material, and then your friend is left behind. You get like a whole lot of nitty gritties, a whole lot of things going down in medical school, but we're not here to talk about that. I want to particularly focus on you as an individual navigating life as a medical student in Nigeria. Probably you're starting out 100 level, or probably yeah, in whatever class you find yourself in. But I want to first talk about those that probably have receipts or got withdrawn in medical school. Yeah. I don't want you to feel like you probably failed this exam or whatnot, and because you were not good enough. It is not about you as a person. I know that it is you that bring forth, or it is you that writes the exams and all whatnot. It's a test of your knowledge, literally. That's what those examinations do. So if you start doubting yourself as a person, if you start doubting your existence, literally, I know I didn't have any receipts in school. I wasn't withdrawn from medical school or whatnot. But as somebody that was a leader in the CMD and all of that, if you know CMD, Christian Medical and Dental Association, yeah, and you got to see brethren, you got to visit brethren that probably failed examinations. I can't even count the number of people we visited that failed examinations that got withdrawn from medical school. But if I look back at some of them right now, yeah, I get to see that a lot of them are doing very well for themselves. Yeah. I know time has a whole lot of role to play in this. Like if you somebody said that if you give everything time, that it just makes everything really beautiful in the end and all of that. But right now you're probably feeling my friends have gone, my friends are in the class ahead of me, I'm stuck with this, I'm in receipt, I've been withdrawn from school and all whatnot. I know there are the phases of grief, literally, but for no reason should you doubt if you are enough as a person. Like that thought should never cross your mind. You get, there are instances, or a million and 10 instances, where a lot of things would have gone differently and you'd have probably passed that examination. And I'm not here to tell you the whole cliche things happen for a reason and all of that. No, it is not the plan of God for you to fail. Like, exactly. So, what went wrong? What happened? You probably asked yourself these questions. You probably seen where you were, where you faulted and all whatnot. But I want to just tell you that it is the person that gives up that failed. Literally, I know a lot of people that was thrown out of medical school in a particular school and they had to start all over in a different school. That's, my friend, is determination. Like, that is determination. Do you get me? So they said you're not qualified to move into the next class in a particular school and you should leave the school. Fine. But you could start over in a different school. You could start over somewhere else. I know of somebody per se. I'm not going to call his name for the sake of this, but I know a lot of you watching this could relate to him. Yeah, he it wasn't his intention to ever start medical school, and yeah, he got withdrawn from medical school, and he's doing so freaking well for himself. Everybody knew him as a computer freak back then in medical school, like 100 level, 200 level. The guy was just so into computers. And when he got withdrawn, he didn't. It's, I don't know if he had a very beautiful recovery or whatever, but then he just went straight into his tech and software engineering and all whatnot. And he was very good at it. I can't even imagine how good he is right now after acquiring so many skills and all whatnot. But the point is that failure in a particular thing does not really mean that it is the end. Do you get me? It can be a redirection. It can be a freaking redirection. And that redirection may be what you necessarily need in order to find different things for yourself, in order to explore different areas of yourself that you probably didn't know about. Now, I know that there are a lot of us that are really passionate about medicine. They want to become doctors and all of that. That thing is not enough to stop you. Failing second MBBS or third MBBS is not enough to stop you. Do you get, like, it shouldn't be enough to stop you. It should just tell you that, okay, I have a second shot to do this, and you give it a go, and trust me, you're going to excel. Like, I've never seen anybody that have been so determined, so convinced about themselves. I also have a friend, literally, that's okay. She had to repeat a class, and that's like 1 year gone, literally. And I don't know, but it did something really beautiful to her. I don't want to say it's a beautiful thing that she failed, no, but then there was just this drastic change about the person, and she's doing so well for herself. I'm talking to these people that are feeling or are in a dark place right now, like you probably thinking that the world is literally ending. I'm talking to you. I don't know where in the world you are. I don't know. You can be in whichever country, but then you probably failed this examination and you're feeling all the feelings of grief or all the stages of grief. I don't even know the stages of grief, honestly, God. But yeah, whatever stage you're in, just know that it is not because you're not good enough. It is not the end. It is just a redirection. It's just a little hurdle. It's just a little bump along the way. And you will come out strong. You'll come out even stronger. And I know you've lost friends. Like, it's never the same. Like, when you are in a particular class together with a group of people, and then the others get to pass an examination and then you're left behind and all whatnot, you can feel like you're alone. That phase of wanting to remain alone, don't yield into it. Or you can take your time and do your thing alone sometimes, but then don't isolate yourself. I think that's a better word. Don't isolate yourself. Find other people that are in the same stage as you are and build together. Do you get what I mean? Don't try to do, oh, I can do blah blah blah. That's not the time to start showing yourself. Find people. You can find friends. I think, yeah, you find friends. I feel like that at every point in time, yeah, we are giving men for our growth. We are giving men for our success, literally. So you just need to be very, very intentional about finding friends that are out for your growth and for theirs too. That is all for today. Yeah. If you have any questions, any comments or whatnot, do well to leave it in the comment section. And for you that passed the examination and you're moving forward, literally, don't forsake your friend because probably they didn't pass an examination. As much as you want to empathize with them or sympathize with them and all whatnot, if you have any materials or anything that could help them pass these examinations, do well to give it to them and just be there for them as much as you possibly can, because I know you have your stuff too that you're doing for yourself. So I think that's that. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.